Well, Ron, thank you very much for having me. And group, I will be focused and brief here today, hopefully entertaining. We're seeing a lot of changes today in infrastructure, and the demands on critical and the demands driven by critical applications are forcing better reliability needs, better security, application speeds are being demanded, and the business can't wait. If we don't react quickly and efficiently, we can be left behind. And so these critical business applications that I've been listening to today and how they're going out, whether they're delivered by Kubernetes or an API or that, how they're being built and delivered require a foundation. And that foundation is an architecture that we at Extreme absolutely adhere to. We have design metrics that go into the look and the feel and the delivery of the network. Our modern network has changed dynamically. And what we did a few years ago with the increasing demands on mobility, the increasing demands on security, are really coming to the forefront. Your network has to be resilient. It has to have security. It must be compatible with what you've already invested in, and it has to reduce risk. But it also has to deliver mean time to innocence. And what I call mean time to innocence is simple. Hey, I was in the conference room last week, and the network was terrible. And you can actually have a tool today to look back at the network and go, it wasn't the network. Let me look at your experience as a user and be able to determine in 1 minute, was this an application issue? Was this a network issue? Or the end user's device issue? We call that mean time to innocence. How do you not blame the network and actually go and deliver a focused view so that a customer or an end user or your IT team can get to the resolution faster? And that's where the network infrastructure and the visibility that is coming today with AI and machine learning applications coming out is really changing the game to make it more efficient for your IT teams. We're leveraging cloud managed infrastructure today for better visibility, better mobility, but it's there only for one reason: to bring value to the business. And the network stability and the requirements are changing, whether they're in a healthcare application, warehousing, logistics. Everybody is demanding flexibility. We have to move our environment. We have one of our clients today that manufactures cans. That company will change their lines every month based upon different manufacturing requirements for that particular customer. They'll fill the warehouse, they'll ship the product out, and then realign their environment. They can't wait for infrastructure to realign. They have to be able to move their lines, and the infrastructure must be resilient enough to do that. And the other side is we're consuming an incredible amount of high bandwidth applications. We're doing it today with a video conference call, but it's security applications. And we're no longer talking about 1080i, we're talking about 4K streaming high quality video. We're looking at rotation and applications and engineering demands, and executive boardrooms that absolutely have to have crisp, clear examples of great video. And the applications are changing. And so one of the things that are also happening in the applications is we're seeing a change in the security needs. I don't know, I love this example that, and I don't like what happened, but I love the example of here was an IoT device that a customer had deployed. It was a fish pump. That fish pump was hacked. From that, the intrusion came through and started to grab corporate information. You can read about it, Forbes magazine. It's a great article. But why I bring that out is, who would think a fish tank or a Coke machine or a video screen or the projector from the ceiling? How do you secure that? And are your devices secure? So that's really where we start to look at security concern. And a lot of companies, I'm 27001 certified. What's that mean to you? 27001, if you really look at it, is somebody walked around and checked the perimeter of your facility and check the locks at the door. But they didn't look at where the applications reside. They didn't look at how the application and the infrastructure running those applications. We at Extreme have done a little different view on that. We went through an audited ISO review of the entire data path, and we call that an ISO 27001, where we went from the switch port or access point all the way to the cloud application that's helping you manage back down to your console. That entire process was validated and certified around 27,000. Not a single one of our competitors have done that. But then we said that's not good enough. We're excited. 27,017 is cloud operations compliantly. Are we being compliant in what we're doing? We went and got that validation. Not a single one of our competitors have done that. ISO 27701 about privacy and customer information privacy. Absolutely required today. We went and met that ISO cert. I'll ask you a question. Are your current vendors delivering that? I'll let you figure that out. We also went beyond that. We went through both FERPA and HIPAA. We're in SOC 2 compliancy. We have gone into quite a bit, and we're making that investment so much so that we even publish the certificate on our website. So I asked the questions to you today. What's running on my network? How can I get better visibility on my devices? What's the user experience? Can I automate it because my teams are already overrun, or I don't even have enough skilled people to help out? Can I enhance the security and reduce risk? How do I make network management better? And what we've done at Extreme Networks is we've been looking at a solution. It's called Cloud IQ. It is a foundational platform that runs not on a one cloud or private cloud. You get to choose which cloud. Do I want it in AWS? Do I want it to run in Azure? Do I want to run in GCP? You choose which cloud, and it takes about an hour to move your entire company's environment from one cloud to the next. It does require a reboot, but it works. And it gives you choice of where you want your information to reside. Do you want to be a private cloud, meaning that I don't want anyone's information? I want to absolutely protect that. And in addition to that, do I want it to be local? Maybe I want to have a walled garden effect or a moat, we like to call it, where I can bring the application down at your facility and not have to go to the cloud. Or you can use the public cloud. We have banks, we have businesses, we have governments using our public cloud because of our intense focus on our security and our delivery around that. But we've also done that with our fabric architecture. What we've done is delivered a different architecture now so that if your foundation is solid, we can deliver the applications real time at the speed you want. Security stretches across everything here. So much so that I like to show this. We capture somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 10 petabytes of telemetry information across multiple data centers across the world every 24 hours. We've actually broken Google's data forums a few times. Why? Because what we're doing is we're taking that information from billions of events, and what we're doing is organizing that. Then we apply our knowledge to it, our machine learning and analytics, and that gives you insight and intelligence into what you're doing. And I have the ability to not only see what's happening real time, but I can look back in time to up to 12 months. We don't charge extra for that. We think these are the poker chips that you need today to meet application requirements. In addition to that, we architected a complete line of switching that are cloud managed. So we've actually refreshed close to 75%, almost 80% of our entire switching portfolio. And why did we do that? Because we went to smaller ASICs so that we could get chips and get availability better than our competition. That we've gone through a consistent, easy to follow warranty. That we have a single license, whether it's an access point or a switch, and it's portable, meaning that let's say I have an older switch and I have a license that I'm managing it, and I want to retire that old switch, I can keep that same license if there's time still left on that license, and then buy a new switch or a new access point and take the existing license and apply it. We're the only one who does that. Everybody else, other manufacturers, demand, oh, you have to buy a new license for that new device. Stop the madness. So what we've done is we want a simple, proactive, consistent, easy solution that also helps reduce costs. One of the unique pieces are that we leverage with our Cloud IQ pilot is a visibility, a single pane of glass to not only manage your existing environment, but manage new technologies and other manufacturers in that same pane of glass. We're able to see what's going on, back up a Cisco switch or an HP switch if you'd already invested in some of that. We want to provide a better visibility, and this is called Cloud IQ. And Cloud IQ is this umbrella application that resides, and it allows us visibility into your network to solve problems quickly. It also gives you unlimited look back. You have the ability to go back and look at what your repository had and, hey, what happened 6 months ago? And deliver that visibility so that you can go and say, let's compare 6 months ago to now. How's the performance? So we've come out with a complete line of cloud managed access points and wireless. And I love showing this. We were the first in the industry to start shipping back in 2019 Wi-Fi 6 compatible access points. So they could do the 2, 4, and the 5, but give you faster throughput, better security, enhancements across that. And then a year ago, we started shipping Wi-Fi 6E access points, first in the industry. And we have a fleet, and as you can see, different access points for different use cases. This gives you a tool so that you can meet the requirements today of the applications your users are demanding. So they get real-time access to it, and they're fluid. We're finding that whether you're working from home, working from an office, working from a manufacturing facility, or in an office, this gives you that capability. Take a look at some of our access points. I will say that we actually have them in stock, some of the models. That's something our competition is saying, oh, I can get it to you in about 12 months. If you're interested, reach out to Ron and myself. We're glad to help you on that. But where this is coming to is the application we call Copilot. So we have Cloud IQ Pilot. You're in control. You manage your network with it. We invoked a product called Copilot now and brought it to the market over the last year that takes the machine learning and analytics and gives what we call explainable and proactive AI. And it tells you what was happening. So we identify what's going on, we look at the experience, and then we can explain in real English what was occurring and causing that issue. In addition to that, we combined it with a mobile app, so we know everyone, especially in IT, they're running all over the business. And because of that flexibility, they need to be able to access information real time and securely. So we developed a mobile app that allows us to see that visibility. And then we look at anomalies and case management, the ability to say, if you had a support case and you wanted some assistance on it, you could actually drag the information to our portal, and our support engineer would then see exactly what your environment is doing and what is causing that, and using the software tools be able to go in and look at and hopefully resolve that issue significantly faster. It's all about time to resolution. Applications drive your business. The infrastructure allows you to deliver the applications. So why Extreme? I'll keep it very simple. We're compatible with what you probably already have purchased. We have not found anyone we can't connect with or to. We follow industry guidelines and industry specifications, IEEE based. Because of that, we can completely interact with your existing environments, reducing risk. Availability, real simple. I have products in stock. Now, last week we had 60,000 access points of a certain model in. This week I'm down to 3,000. Yes, we're going through them fast because customers like you say, you have availability? So we're having a little bit of excitement about that. And our models, just like everyone else, are coming in and out of stock. But I think we're doing a better job in the industry at meeting those requirements. And it's partly because we delivered a solution that is utilizing more advanced and newer technologies around the ASICs. Instead of having older ASICs that were larger and larger ASICs from a nanometer standpoint, we reduced the size so we could get higher yields out of our chips. And so if I can get 30 chips on a platter versus 100 chips on a silicon platter, I will have better availability. And we did that over the last year and a half. The other third thing is TCO. Our business insights, we're able to deliver a total cost of ownership over the years that we think brings value to customers. We have a significant TCO savings. Go read about Gartner Peer Insights. We have been number one in Gartner Peer Insights over the last 3 or 4 years. Take a look at it. In addition to that, you get to read and hear what other companies are. For example, we were recently working with Hormel. Hormel has completely replaced their infrastructure, driving over 900 server applications. And they went with Extreme. Why? Because they read about how we could help them. We showed them what we could do. We actually demonstrated it to them and then delivered. And we were able to meet their delivery schedules and their requirements to turn up their environment, making their network more durable and supportable and faster for deployments. The final area is we've been rated for the last 5 years by Gartner as number one in customer support. Hands down, we think it's because of one reason. We keep our support in-house and well-trained. Our average support engineer has been on the support bench for over 9 years. And that experience and not outsourcing gives us the ability. I had a customer a week or two ago call me and said, "Thank you, your support was really good. We had an issue." I'm surprised. I never get customers, when I worked for other companies, a commitment or a thank you note around how we supported that. So why Extreme? We're compatible. We reduce your risk. We do have some products in stock, wireless and wired. TCO, we will help you reduce your overall spend and cost in that. And finally, our support is where we deliver. So Ron, I appreciate a couple of minutes here. I hope this was a good primer on infrastructure.
That's great.
Any questions from anyone?